You're watching ZTV.
Hello, dear ones, and welcome to Zariscope. I'm Zari Banks from ZWritesWords.org, ZSolvesProblem.com, and also PrayerJunkie.net. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I'm talking about prayer, planning, and preparation, and that has to do with, a lot of times we ask things. Hi, Natalie. A lot of times we ask the Lord for things, but we haven't actually taken any steps to plan and prepare to receive the things that He's given us. And we wonder, why hasn't the prayer been answered? Or why isn't this happening? Or blah, 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 and all this stuff. And so you want to be sure that when you ask the Lord for something, you have to have a plan in place to receive whatever it is that you're asking for. Like a lot of times people are always saying, oh, well, I want this type of career. Well, have you adjusted your life? Like, do you have a plan? Do you know what that's going to look like before He puts you in that type of career? Perfect example. Somebody last year was getting a new job, wanted a new job. And so we prayed and prayed and prayed for them to get a new job. They got the new job, and now they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something else. And I can kind of understand that because I get bored with things after a little bit too and want to move on to something else. But I already know that about myself, and I know that everything I'm doing is just for a season, and that after a little while it's going to change. That's one of the reasons why you love Periscope and you love being able to do YouTube videos and things like that, because you can do something different all the time. You don't have to be stuck in everything. Everything doesn't have to be the exact same all the time. You're not going through a monotonous job where you're performing the same tasks over and over and over again. I don't work well in those types of situations. But the point is, you have to be prepared for whatever it is that you're asking for. Perfect example. Let me tell you, there are a lot of us. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate them. There are a lot of people out there, in my circle that we're praying for husbands and all of that stuff. And let me tell you, like having to change your mindset to receive somebody else in your life after you've been, hi Victor, God bless you, after you've been single for, all of your adult life is crazy. And just having a relationship with somebody that, that you are just dating or whatever is not the same thing as actually being able to move somebody into your life and consider them and all that stuff, all that you're doing. It's a very, very different situation. So you have to be prepared and change and be willing to make adjustments into your life to receive all of those things that you've asked for God. So the first step when you ask Him for something is, what system have you put in place so that you can actually receive what it is that you're asking Him for? Another example, earlier this year in the Grow Your Dreams Network, and you can go to growyourdreamsconference.com if you want to go to that in April of 2016 and register for that conference right now. It's going to be good. There's still flex pay available. You can pay $67 and then make payments and then still get your fee paid for in time for the conference. But, we are praying a lot in that group for wealth transfer and all of those things, and, just for our careers to improve and all of that stuff. But you also have to do something. God's not just going to drop, wealth and a new career in your lap and things like that. You have to make adjustments in your life to prepare for that. People all the time, they send me prayer requests and they're like, oh, well, I need more money. Okay, well, when you need more money, there are things that you're going to have to do to be able to receive it. It's not God's responsibility to just drop cash on you. You either need to first of all, look at decreasing expenses. And then the second thing you need to do is increasing your income. So you do things like increasing your income by either, you get another job, you put a product in the marketplace that you can sell, or you put a service in the marketplace that you can sell. You do something too, and then He'll add that increase to you as you're actually producing. If you think about Matthew 25, the parable of the talents, that's all about, God has already given you your talents, your skills, your brain, your all that stuff. So you invest that stuff, and then He allows it to increase. But don't just ask the Lord, increase my finances, increase my finances. Well, what are you doing to assist Him? You have to give Him something that's a seed so that He can increase your finances. I know there are a couple of us out there who still think, oh, well, I'm going to marry rich. That may be how He's going to bring it to you. But at the same time, that's between you and Him having that conversation. The Lord will tell you, oh, well, I'm going to prosper you through your marriage. You don't necessarily have to worry about working and things like that. He'll explain to you whatever your financial plan is, but that has to do, your financial path is, but that has to do with you asking the prayer request and then planning and preparing to receive it. If he's given you that word and said, oh, you're just going to be prospered through the marriage that you enter into, that's what you focus on. That's what you worry about. That's how you prepare yourself. You make sure that you spend your 12 months, going through your process to become the queen that God is having you become, so that you can walk into that marriage of wealth or whatever it is. But if you're asking him to increase your finances and things like that, you're going to have to do one of those things I mentioned before. First of all, you want to decrease your expenditures, look at ways that you can save, and then the next thing you're going to want to do is look at ways that you can make money. You either need to get a job that makes more, you either need to start a business, you need to create a product or put something in the marketplace, or create a service that will put you into the marketplace. Another example of this, back in the fall of 2014, in November, I started this prayer season that was 2 months long. And I went into this prayer season at the beginning of November, and I'm like, Lord, this is, I'm irritated. Why am I not making more money than I should be making right now? And he spoke to me very specifically, Holy Spirit, and said, I gave you intelligence, stop giving it away. And then so I prayed through that, and I got some counsel for some mentors, and he was saying, well, stop mentoring for free. You need to charge people. And then I launched my mentoring business, Z Solves Problems. That is huge. That business is so successful, I can chill most of the times. The books have come to that place where they're just selling on their own. That's fine. I don't have to do a whole lot with that. And the mentoring business, because I have broken through from being homeless to creating businesses that are profitable, I'm able to mentor people. People pay me to help them walk through things, to help them break through into things, so those things work. And that was the Lord showing me how to make more money. It wasn't like I could just sit back and all of a sudden wealth just was falling at my feet and springing up from the earth and stuff like that. We have to be sensible and logical when we ask him for things. When we ask the Lord for something, he actually expects us to have a plan in place to be ready to receive. Another example, praying for husbands and stuff like that. One of the things that the Lord spoke to me a long time ago when I was like, oh, I want to get married, I want to get married. Banks, you don't even cook. And I'm like, but I know how to. You do know how to, but you don't. Okay, so that's something that I had to fix and things like that. You actually have to have a plan in place and be doing something actively to be able to receive the things that the Lord is asking you for. Same with healings. A lot of times we ask the Lord for healings and stuff like that. And what are we doing to facilitate that? A lot of times we can change the health of our bodies by increasing our water intake, making sure we exercise, even if it's just walking 30 minutes a day every few days, things like that. We have to be doing something to partner and participate with him. He never just drops anything on us. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I'm not going to stay on here a long time today. I just wanted to remind you of those basic things. When you ask the Lord for something, plan and prepare to receive the things that he's asked for. Think about all the examples in the Bible. When people would ask the Lord for something, then you go out and you do things, in expectation to receive. Just like Elijah, he asked for, shelter. What did the Lord do for him? He told him, you need to go to the brook. The brook is going to be there to feed you. He had to actually go. He had to take steps. He had to do something. He had to participate. The provision was in a specific place, but he had to get to the place. That was his participation with God to receive the answer to his prayer. Okay, so don't forget you can visit me at zwriteswords.org. You can, if you need a mentoring package, if you want to sign up for the subscription service, you can go to zsolvesproblems.com. There's lots of stuff over there that will help you. There are downloads available at payhip.com/Ms. Banks. And then there's also 99-cent books on Kindle. So there's 19 99-cent books that I have available on Kindle. Paperbacks you get at zwriteswords.org. All right, take care. God bless you.